For those of you that haven't seen something close to this before, so if you're not familiar with this stream and the random decks that we play, this probably looks completely random to you, but this is actually a deck list that is based on black-white vehicles, which is a deck that we've played on stream a number of times in the past before that felt like it had a pretty reasonable, cohesive game plan. Today, inside of black-white cards, we have a green splash for Emmara, Soul of the Accord, to generate some extra tokens, as well as some copies of Assassin's Trophy in the 75, and then some Gaddock Teegs out of the sideboard. So I'm interested to see how the green splash feels. One of the things we have to give up for the green splash is access to Mutavault, which was a very reasonable creature land that was flexible when we played this deck in the past. So one of the things I'm going to be gauging while we play this league compared to the black-white vehicles deck that we've played is the power level increase we're getting from the green cards worth losing our creature lands and losing some of that consistency in the mana base. The Pyromancer League was a little bit rough. Hit some bad beats. Maybe made a mistake or two. Probably made a mistake or two. It'll be up on YouTube as always later. I would love to play first. I think this is a keep. 4 lands is maybe a little bit tough, but like, you know, how are they ever going to beat this standard hand? Just like playing a standard deck with good mana, right? Joke's on you, I got a pair. This is my elf cleric. There are many like her, but this one is mine. Alright, we got Emmara's for days, chat. We've got Emmara's for days. Would you run a Grixis Pirates deck in Standard? I'll play whatever you want me to play. So this stream, unlike a lot of streams on Twitch, is completely viewer focused. So the people that support my content kind of dictate what we play and when we play it. So this deck list is actually a viewer request, just like pretty much everything we've played here today. If you're interested in finding out how I can play one of your decks on stream, be sure to check out that link on my website. Liliana the Veil. Emmara is actually pretty good against Liliana, huh? Will we be hitting the Psy outcome deck today? I don't think so. No, we're gonna play this league with Abzan cards, and I'm gonna leave Psy outcome for me Monday. I kinda just want to get to some more standard. Tireless Tracker and Liliana. Well, definitely taking that one. Opponent also flooded here a little bit. Exclamation point, add command, Kent. You know, it's possible I should have attacked first there, because they might have traded if they didn't know a creature was going to end up in the discard pile. You got me. I can't keep attacking anymore because Scavenging uses a 3/3 because there's a Tireless Tracker in the bin. We've had mono rough leagues today. It's been a tough day for Modern. Right? Well, I mean, the Bob's not hurting them, but it's also like not drawing them spells. You can find all of my past deck lists on my Stream Decker page. It'll also be up on my YouTube channel later. I was gonna say that's good, but they actually have the Scavenging Ooze here, so it's not actually particularly good. Getting pretty punished for discarding this basic forest. I guess I should have thought about that. I didn't want to give them an extra creature for Scavenging Ooze to get to gobble up, but getting pretty supremely punished for my decision. Do you ever get tired of sitting all day while I stream? Well, I don't sit all day while I stream. I have a desk with motors in the legs that go up and down, so I split my streaming time sitting and standing. I think I'm supposed to just cast this here. Start pressuring them in the air. Sounds good, Klets. Just leave the stream on. Give me a viewer count. Viewer count, boo. The Sultai deck ended up just feeling like a bad green-black deck. They played the Wooded Foothills. They still have another Swamp. They have 5 cards in hand. So they have Decay, Swamp, and then 2 cards we don't know now since they played the Stomping Ground. We're getting paid by WotC for the arena segment. We are not. So all of the arena streams that we have on this channel at this point are sponsored by viewers like you, viewers at home. Which is a 12 to 16 cards equivalent in Modern? There isn't, Luca. And that's one of the reasons why I enjoy Modern so much more as a format compared to Legacy, is the range of playable cards in Modern is much wider than the range of playable cards in Legacy. Grassbane, I saw your donation came through. I was out with the kids this morning, so your donation for that deck will get added to the queue later tonight when I wrap up and add all the donations from this stream. I went from playing with the kids at the kids gym to eating lunch to streaming, so I haven't done any paperwork type stuff like that yet. Yeah, no worries. Okay, we're done here. I think I had a window where I could have drawn an Aethersphere Harvester or a Smuggler's Copter to be in this game, but we're definitely well past that window at this point. This is definitely a matchup where I just like want all of my Doom Blades and don't want my discard spells. Like as that game showed, like the matchup definitely comes down to just like playing to the board. Maybe I don't want all 4 Assassin's Trophy. 4 path, 3 Assassin's Trophies, probably plenty of removal here. Want to make sure I have enough threat density. Been seeing Dark Confidant back in green. I mean, Dark Confidant never really left green-black. I've been a large proponent of advocating for removing Dark Confidant from green-black X because I personally am not a fan of it, but other people have been continuing to play it. I don't think Dark Confidant is worth his slot anymore these days. Yeah, Pain Seer is one with Inspire. When it untaps you get a Dark Confidant trigger, basically. And sweet. Bottom a 3rd land here. Our curve's pretty low, so we'll get to a 3rd land eventually. Yeah, the concept of this deck is really sweet. Like I said, we've played a straight black-white version a number of times before in stream. It's one of the many deck lists you can find on my website, Black-White Cars, and we're trying a green splash into it today. I took my trophy. Okay. So I assume that means we're gonna see some Doomblades here. Smuggler's Copter is a great draw there. Is it Bob here? Yeah, it could just be Bob. Yeah, it's probably Bob. Yeah, I think I want to, like, hold an answer to Tarmogoyf, but, like, they didn't play Tarmogoyf. I almost think I should just, like, bin the path just because they didn't play a threat yet. Because, like, I assume they're going to be able to, like, kill this, kill this. We're not just out of this yet. I do wish we would have kept the Bob here, obviously, but that's close. Yeah, I think because they didn't have a threat on 2, I should have been the Path to Exile and kept my hand more threat dense. We're definitely the question deck in this matchup, not the answer deck. All right, this actually ends up working out for us here pretty nicely. Oh, they have 2 threats. That's... I'm a liar. We are changing formats today. So today's a longer stream than normally when I stream during the week, we only do 1 format per stream, but well, that's a great draw. Today we're streaming for a long time. Like, this is our 4th Modern League already. And then I'm going to do 2 to 3 Standard decks this evening afterwards. Maybe more than that if Standard goes well. I'm kind of getting dumpstered here in Modern. Yeah, it's been a day of dumpstering, kind of, so I don't think I want to chump block here. I think I want to get my two spirits going. I don't know. Bitterblossom's, like, good in these games, but, like, these grindy games, like, I don't think are very representative of, like, what tends to be good in Modern in general. Was that a good draw, chat? What do we think of that one? Was that a good one? That one could be okay, maybe. Maybe just a little bit. Just a little bit. Edict me. Okay. So they drew a good one that they want to hold on to. I agree that grindy games of Magic are fun. If you think grindy games of Magic are fun and you haven't played Standard yet, you should definitely check out the latest Standard format. Definitely stick around when we swap over. Because, Standard is the format where grinding tends to be much better. Goodbye, friend. Do I just like chip these 2 tokens into Liliana now? I do, right? It's like 10 out of 10. If I let them untap, they get to eat creatures out of the graveyards with Scavenging Ooze, which would let them gain some points of health. And since we're kind of in a racing situation, I think them gaining health is not good for us. Bitterblossom took this game over. I felt like we were pretty far behind early when we got Kolaghan's commanded, but Bitterblossom's kind of done God's work. So they're dead on board if they don't have a removal spell. No, to my knowledge, you cannot customize the hotkeys in Arena, which is really annoying because I wish I could make my auto pass and my next button match Magic Online, but it's not an option that I'm aware of. Kill Liliana and send one their way. Okay. That's tough. Pretty sure I'm supposed to play Bob here. I think I'm probably supposed to attack with one more Fairy Rogue there as well. If they draw a Bolt here, there are 3 drops in my deck that kill me, but our deck has a pretty low converted mana cost. Oh, 2 drops kill me too if they have a Bolt, right? 3 drops kill me if they have Kolaghan's command. Yeah, because the Blossom's going to deal another point to me as well. No attack there really sucks. The way this day's been going, we're dead here. The way this day has gone so far, we are like 9,000%. God bless America, my country. 'Tis of thee, sweet land of liberty. Do 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 do. All right, I think I want the last trophy in my deck. Bob was on the right team. God bless you, Robert Confidant. God bless you. Do I want the extra Doom Blade? I feel like I want the extra Doom Blade, huh? What am I cutting here? I kind of like having 8 pieces of removal here. Do you believe in miracles? I'm gonna trim a Night Market Lookout. I do. Miracles like them not drawing their thing. Don't you love fixing other people's mistakes, chat? The Steamkin deck is really sweet, Rod. And Marty actually just donated to put it back in the queue with the new build. So, should be a good time. I think I'm actually just playing Harvester here because Harvester lets me diddle these night market lookouts. Just like, hey, diddle diddle the cat and the fiddle. The cow drains you out over the moon. I'm gonna try and block here, I think. Oh. There aren't any creatures in graveyards yet, so if they just kill this, they'd eat my Harvester. Never mind. Fair point. The build's the same, but the deck's still sweet. Get that sweet, sweet drain on here. So I'm gonna play Lingering Souls here, even though my opponent can eat it with the Scavenging Ooze, because my opponent's kind of choked on resources, right? So like, if they're spending one of their 2 resources next turn to like eat my Lingering Souls, that sounds like a win for us, I think. Also, all our cards fly, don't forget. Just like good clean evasive threats here. Magic's got a lot going on. It's a really sweet game. It's one of the reasons we keep coming back and back and back, right? Yeah, and we can crew the Harvester even. We can crew the Harvester right now. So like I'm gonna diddle this guy before he dies. That way he drains my opponent for 1 here. So Goyf is huge at this point. I assume they're gonna eat the night market lookout. Are they dead next turn? They're pretty close to dead, right? Have another bolt here. Oh, they're gonna eat the... Wait, that means they're dead, right? Yeah, they're dead. They're at 7, and we're attacking for 7. Well, I guess to be fair, they're dead to anything that can crew the Harvester, right? Is what they were dead to. They technically weren't dead on board, right? Like I needed a way to crew the spaceship here. Some sushi's okay. I've had sushi that's prepared well and sushi that's not prepared well. I know I'm not a big sushi person, but it seems okay on occasion. Usually sushi quality varies drastically depending on how fresh the fish is. It's pretty important. Well, that was impressive. Assassin's Trophy was good there. Emmara didn't really do much, but Assassin's Trophy definitely like dug us out of that second game. I still go to the gym. Yeah, I go to the gym. Usually I try to get over there somewhere between 2 and 4 times a week. Nothing super rigorous, but you know, keep the blood flowing. It's pretty good. There's a $5 intro pack on Arena. I'm gonna start rock climbing. Actually, yeah, are you going tomorrow, Klutz? I was thinking I was gonna do some type of exercising tomorrow. It could be that if you're going. We didn't get to Sai. It got bumped out by a Cut the Line, Mr. Lifeguard. What is this shirt? This shirt is a bear with lifting weights. I don't know. It's something Christy bought me. I just wear the clothes I'm given, chat. Yeah, Mr. Lifeguard, it's going to qualify for me Monday. So it'll be... Ooh! Took the Emmara, eh? I'm going to give everybody in chat, this is the best piece of relationship advice you will ever get. Don't fight about the things you don't care about. I don't care what clothes I'm wearing, so long as they're clothes. So if Christy wants to pick out clothes for me, that's great. I'll wear whatever she wants me to wear. Only fight over things that you care about. Pick your battles. And picking your battles doesn't make you a pushover. It just means if you genuinely don't care about the outcome of something, don't act like you care about it. It's a weird phrase because what if you pick every battle? Yep. I don't know what they're doing. They conceded quickly. Feels like they're probably a grindy deck. I'm gonna trim the discard spells and bring in my kind of grind package here and see how that goes. They could be Mardu Pyromancer. Pikes have been talking about Mardu Pyromancer, which kind of makes me want these Kambals. A little chicken noodle soup for the soul here. Happy anniversary, D20 Bandit. Thank you for the 6-month resub there. I appreciate that. Welcome back. I'm wearing jeans, in fact. I have pants, confirmed wearing pants, wearing jeans at the moment. Yeah, Saint's fine. Little land heavy, but got a good mix of spells. They could be playing something to generate. If they're playing something to generate, Kambal's a nice hedge. Cutting the discard spells is not great, but we'll see. We're up at game 1, so if they get a free game 2 by playing something to generate, that's fine. No, I don't think so. I think if we get mooned, we get mooned. There's not a lot of playing around it. Dreadbore, Bedlam Reveler. Yeah, confirmed Mardu Pyromancer. Smelling like a blood moon, a blood moon, a blood moon. Smelling like a blood moon is coming for us. Are we getting blood moon to concede the game? Why do you cut discard spells against Pyromancer? Because the Pyromancer deck often gets its hand fairly empty. And the thing you want to be doing in a matchup like this is to be playing to impact the board. So like if my opponent has like threats in play and I draw a discard spell, I don't want a discard spell to impact their hand. I want to be impacting their cards in play. So I want to bring as many cards into my deck as possible that allow me to impact what's going on the board. Maybe I'm supposed to play... Okay, yeah, I think I messed up here. I think I was supposed to play the Marsh Flats there, so that way if they Blood Moon me this turn, I could fetch a basic Plains, and then I could path a Bitterblossom token and get another basic. I like that we haven't taken any damage from our lands yet. Smuggler's Copters here is a good draw. I think I'm going to play the Copter out. I think I'm going to go Emmara plus Copter here, because Emmara can get diddled by the Copter and make a token right away. And like lifelink tokens will create good grind here. Emmara really offsets Bitterblossom nicely, which is sweet. How are the games going today? We're actually kind of getting beat up a little bit today. I assume this Copter's going to die, but like it made a lifelink token, so like if they trade two of, if they can't kill this Copter here, we're gonna be in a great spot. Oh geez. Oh, that's a good one. Okay, well that's, I have 2 trophies in my deck. I have 2 trophies in my deck. We will have all 4 trophies in our deck post board. There's two trophies in my deck. Yeah, we also have, I trimmed a Night Veil too though, right? Yeah. So I want my Night Market Lookout back in my deck, and I want these 2 trophies back in my deck. Honestly, if I thought they could have been, I should have attacked with this Fairy Rogue too. If I thought they could have been on Mardu Pyromancer like they are, I probably should have boarded in all the copies of Trophy, just because of things like Bridge and Blood Moon too, I guess, to a degree. So it's like trying to like not die to my Bob and my Bitterblossom here. Really want to draw a Night Market Lookout, honestly. Excellent. Anti-ensnaring bridge tech activated. And Kambal's like kind of anti-bridge tech too, right? Because like he punishes them for having to play all their cards out. I love the mixture of cards this deck plays. It's so great. They draw K command. Woof. Woof. Okay. Hey, Alex, just wanted to bump the subscription as you're always on, putting on a show, and nothing to any deck, no new deck, just enjoy the moolah this one. Thank you, Alec. I appreciate that. If you come up with something specific later, even if it's like next month, I'm happy to like combine them up. I appreciate that level of support. All right, so now we're looking for a vehicle here, so we can give this Night Market something to drive. Who made this deck? So originally the black-white vehicles deck was a viewer submitted deck, and then they asked me if I would add the green splash to this. So as with a lot of things, you can find a ton of videos with this deck on my website and my YouTube channel as the black-white iteration. And then this is the first time we're playing it with the Abzan cards. With the green splash, sorry, is what I mean. Driving in my car, beep beep, do 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 do. Hope no one wrecks into me. All right, tick tock goes the Night Market Lookout clock, opponent. We're playing Emmara, Trophy, and Gaddock Teeg. The Copter's probably never attacking. Ooh, Pain Seer. Dude, where's my car? This deck is such a, like, just a weird assortment of stuff. It's really, this deck is very scrappy. Scrappy is how I would define this deck. Because I can crew whenever, chat, so I can just like crew at their end of turn. Alright. Well, we're 2-0 with our Abzan cards. Things are looking up, chat. Welcome. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I'm a full-time streamer and content producer on here on Twitch. I'm here playing Magic 30+ hours a week. We focus on Constructed on this channel. We play a ton of Modern and Standard. This deck, like most of the decks on this channel, is a viewer-submitted deck list. If you're interested in finding out how I can play one of your decks on stream in the future, be sure to check out bit.ly/HoogleSellout or check out the Submit Deck link on my website. Past submitting decks and subscribing, the best way you can support my content is by checking out some of my very wonderful sponsors. MTGOtraders.com will love to buy and sell some Magic Online cards with you. And if you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout with them, you'll save 8% on your singles orders there. CoolStuffInc.com buy and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, Warhammer, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. BCW Supplies.com will love to help you protect your very valuable Magic the Gathering cards and other gaming stuff. They do lots of great accessories from sleeves to deck boxes and all sorts of other things. You can find it at bcwsupplies.com and you can save 10% on your orders there using code Jeff10 at checkout. And of course, Lisa would like to get you on your way to a better night's sleep. Christy and I have been sleeping with Lisa for the last 4 months now, and we really love it. I don't think we'd ever go back. Traditional pillow top mattress. You can save $160 or more on your new mattress with them by checking out links bit.ly/HoogleBedUS and bit.ly/HoogleBedCA. Motor doesn't have anybody to cue us into, chat. Everybody's terrified. They're quaking in their booties. Look at that. We found our next victim. Gonna be a hit and run here. Watch out. Ding. Hand curves, modern staple, night market, look out into Smuggler's Copter. What's not to love? What's not to love, chat? Maybe you could argue I'm supposed to Thoughtseize on 1, into Copter on 2, and then night market, lookout crew on 3. Here's 100 bits for being a drunk driver on stream. Drink with value. Beep, beep. Thank you for the bits, Captain Command. What are all the cards in the deck? We've got 4 Smuggler's Copters and 2 Aethersphere Harvesters. And as always, the Stream Decker widget should be available on your stream. Okay, this matchup, I would be surprised if it's easy, but we do have more tools here between both Trophy Antiques. This is a matchup that having access to a green splash should help for us. So am I supposed to Thoughtseize here? If I Thoughtseize and they only have like 1 Sylvan Scrying, that's very good for me. I think I'm supposed to Thoughtseize here rather than deploy the Smuggler's Copter, which feels bad because like I'm not being resource efficient here. But we are actually in the situation that I just described, which makes it appealing to Thoughtseize. You just go ahead and get rid of their one land search effect here. Yeah, the crew cost is too high. Hello, tiny man. What's up? I'm working.
I was downstairs.
You're downstairs now too? Do you want to say hi to the internet? Can you come up here and say hi? Say, it's a Saturday, so I'm at home. Is today a school day? Why are you shy? Are you being shy? Declan, it's 1,000 of our closest friends. Don't be shy. Did you just wake up? You look tired. Mom said you were napping. Who's that, Declan?
Me.
That's you? It's pretty cool that you're on the computer. There's Jacob's there too. He does have good hair. This is 3.5 years worth of hair here. You know, we don't believe in haircuts in this household. That's not true. Jake finally had his first haircut. It was pretty traumatizing for Christy. Jake took it fine, but Christy was a little traumatized.
Mommy.
He did not take it fine.
Here's mommy. There's a real mommy.
What are you doing down here, monster?
I want to be down here.
You want to be down here? You gonna help Daddy do his work?
Grab our tomb here. Would really love to loot into a... Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and play the Bloodsoaked Champion here and crew with that. This gives us another look towards drawing Assassin's Trophy here. So that way we can destroy one of these Tron lands before they get Tron online next turn. This also, like, gets a hit in for 5. And if we miss, we can, like, bid a Lingering Souls and then cast that, which is okay.
Tell I got cookies.
Honey, I'm not feeling well.
This deck is like a cosmic joke. Just what a brutal nonsense. Can I get some Stoneforge Mystics in chat? Why aren't there Stoneforge Mystics in chat? Subs, I am very disappointed at the lack of Karns and Stoneforge Mystics. Just like, only has one Tron piece. Take their Tron piece, doesn't have an Ugin, just like runner, Tron piece, Ugin you. Just nothing but the best for us, chat. Just, these are a few of my favorite things. Bum ba-dum bum ba-dum bum ba-dum bum. Dum da-dum dum da-dum dum da-dum dum. What a joke. That is how Tron works. And this is definitely how Tron works. Just drag our curve down and bring in some more interaction here. Yeah, I was actually thinking that too. I was like, well, they have to draw Tron, but we have this path, so like we can beat the Karn and we can beat the Wormcoil with the path. So like, even if they like luck into Tron, we're like okay with the threats they have in their hand, and then they just like one up to us. All right, rather than play Teaglesworth here on 2, I'm going to Inquisition plus play another Jackal Pup. Those Thought-Knot Seers? Double Thought-Knot Seer, no third Tron piece, so they're going to have Tron and Thought-Knot Seer on turn 3, of course. Yeah, Moto is running a little bit slow. I might just, like, power through this league, because we're going to play Arena after this, so I don't need to restart while I do it. It's like a question for the ages, really. Like, what's more offensive? The fact that, like, Tron's still a deck, or the fact that, like, other far weaker things are still banned in the format? What would it take to get a standard list to jump into today's stream? What's the queue? Where's the queue? $52 would get you a standard deck. God, it's just a bad joke, chat. Why is it such a terrible bad joke at this point? Just no, nothing. Just every single time. Just every single time. We have to laugh, because if we weren't laughing, we'd cry. We have to laugh, because if we weren't laughing, we'd cry. They had an Ugin and a 4th Tron piece in their hand. Oh, I guess Teeg prevents them from... I'm just done. I'm off it. We drew another land. We had no spells. They were playing another Thought Knot. I'm just... Yeah, them to beat sometimes, chat. It's fine. It's okay. I'm still kind of liking the green cards in here. So far, based on the games that we played, my assessment is the green cards are worth losing the Mutavaults. Is what it feels like to me. Having 8 pieces of quality removal is just very good. Like getting to play Trophy and Path. It's really good against control decks, Rod. It's genuinely very good. I think the deck is just very reasonable. It's doing something sweet, but it's definitely like pretty powerful too. Hissing Quagmire. Well, I mean, we beat Mardu and Jun today. I wouldn't be surprised if these matchups are good for us, honestly. I'm going to deploy Smuggler's Copter here, and then next turn I can Thoughtseize plus Bloodsoaked Champion. Yeah, I honestly think that Ancient Stirring should be banned. Card just adds some absurd level of consistency. Actually, it's sweet, right? Like, this deck, when they introduce a new non-rotating format to Magic, the core of this deck is going to be in that format, right? Like, we're going to have Emmara and Cars and, like, Night Veil, Night Market Lookout and stuff like that. Frontier never had any official support. The only reason Frontier ever came close to existing was because a large Magic reseller in Japan had a lot of backstock that they wanted to clear out of their inventory. Some things will always remain the same. People who want to play fair, interesting games of Magic will complain about Tron, and people who defend Tron will get timed out for 10 minutes in my chat. It's a good system, really. I take their Fatal Push here. Am I allowed to defend Tron as a sub? Tread lightly. Tron is as fair as Applebee's is a good place to eat. Ain't that the God's honest truth? Look at this value. Bin my Bloodsoaked Champion off my loot. Bring the Bloodsoaked Champion back into play off the Raid the Smuggler's Copter trigger. Can you feel it, chat? Can you feel the value in your bones? Desage deleted. I would love to get a basic land. I wish I could fit a fourth basic in here. We're definitely a little bit light on basic lands overall. Much does it cost to get timed out? Those are always free here. Another drinking and driving incident with Bloodsoaked Champion, right? And I think I just like move all in here basically, right? I'm gonna play my fifth land out because if we draw Lingering Souls, I want to play it and flash it back. I also just like want to get out of Thoughtseize range. If they draw Maelstrom Pulse, I feel a little bit bad here, but like this Bob is also like nice Dark Confidant, right? What a great card to put in your black green rock deck. Die to Night Market Lookout, opponent. Ah! How bad are the Locust lands versus the Tron lands? The Locust lands are actually much worse at casting Karn on turn 3, which honestly is the most offensive thing that Tron does. The Locust lands are much better at being able to cast 15 and 10 mana Eldrazi, like the really big ones. Auto Magical, thank you very much for that brand new Prime support there. Thanks for keeping me employed with that. Welcome. Sure, but they're playing both Flangler. So they're just like dead on board. They're dead on board, right? They go block, block. No, they can block both of these. The Burning Pit with the $52 donation to get a standard deck into today. For your playing pleasure. Grixis Control. Fantastical. Thank you for the support. (10/13) So they go to 1 here, which means they're dead to Night Market Lookouts trigger. I get to bring my Bloodsoaked Champion back. Terminator, I've returned for my monthly timeout. I've got you. Thanks for the 4 months and welcome back. And Bertazinus 1000, thank you very much for the brand new Prime sub there. I appreciate that. Welcome. If you want to play Dark Confidant, boy, do I have the Dark Confidant deck for you. You just got to be willing to drive a little bit. If you're willing to get in your car and drive around, boy, do I have the deck for you. Listen, Dark Confidant's expensive because you need him to play Abzan cars, chat. That's why Dark Confidant's got the price memory he does. You can't play Abzan cars without Dark Confidant. What are my top contenders for the Invitational? At this very moment for Modern, it's Blue-Red Tempo and Amulet Titan. But I haven't really started testing very much for that event yet. I'm still just I'm just catching up on donation decks from the tournament that when I was gone last weekend. So we'll be setting aside a couple leagues here and there every week to test decks that I might want to play. You're catching us right at the tail end, Justin. This is match 4, and after this league, we're going to play some Standard. Standard's really good, Justin. And Jeskai Control with 4 Teferi is awesome. Need one more cut here. What do we think? The Zoo deck was really bad. Probably just Night Market Lookout, right? I know this guy. I feel bad cutting him because he just did such good work there. It could be a trophy. I kind of like having all 8 Doomblades though. Yeah, I'll trim a trophy. We're definitely the beatdown in this matchup. Definitely Blood Moon, not close. Hate your thoughts on green white tokens deck in Standard. Yeah, you could read my article. This past week on Cool Stuff Inc., I talked about the green-white tokens deck that Van Meter played at the Open. I'm going to keep this hand. So here's the thing, and this is one of the reasons why Thoughtseize and Inquisition are such obnoxious cards. You don't make your hand better against discard spells by mulliganing. So any hand that's close to reasonable, I think you should just keep in matchups like this. And this hand definitely satisfies the close to reasonable checkbox. You recommend one Standard deck, would it be Jeskai Control? I don't know, I honestly haven't played enough Standard yet to have a good grip on the format. I'm not sure that anybody has, right? The format's just freshly rotated. Was that Todd Anderson? Did he just wrap up? When your Emmara, Soul of the Accord is bigger than Tarmogoyf? Drawing a spell here at some point would be nice. Yeah, Zakama was sweet. We definitely have played Zakama before. It seemed really reasonable. I would love to find a Crackling Drake Niv Mizzet deck to play in Standard. We played Crackling Drake on stream and it felt very powerful. Well, Bungie said that on an SCG invitational level, the average player is much harder to leverage. It's much harder to leverage GP points from the straight up. Doesn't the fact that blue-red tempo, a deck based on multiple choices. I don't know what you're talking about. I've also like never really, or if I have in the past, I was incorrect to make a sweeping judgment like that. The average play level at most of these tournaments is very similar. This idea that like there's these mythical tournaments where like players are suddenly much better than everywhere else just like isn't true. At least not in my experience. Aethersphere Harvester is a tough nut to race too. This card just like swings for 6 point swings every turn. Turn off auto yields. Would like to give this lifelink. This deck needs more tempo, right? Maybe I'm just supposed to kill this Tireless Tracker here before they can make more clues. Is Aether Hub okay in this deck for energy? I don't actually think so. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and trophy this tracker in response here. Oh, that's brutal. I have to shock. Oh, except my basic swamp's already gone. Okay, so I should have played the Verdant Catacombs, because playing the Verdant Catacombs would have let me do this without shocking, because there's a basic forest in my deck still. I should probably fit a second basic swamp into this mana base. I think that's a mistake to not have. I did the mana base. I wasn't quite sure. I wanted to I was just worrying about my colors. I didn't get enough basics in. If we get to untap with this Pain Seer, we could be in an okay spot. So we get to draw 2 cards, which could potentially pull us back into this game. Yeah, that's probably going to be all she wrote. I guess I could draw, like, Lingering Souls here. Could, like, potentially fog enough to win the game. Exile. Yeah, it's not going to do it. How important is Ballista versus something like Endless Wine? That's probably an okay card to budget. I don't know. It's definitely worth having the Ballistas. I don't know what the price is on these cards, but Hanger Backwalker is definitely less important than Ballista. Ballista is pretty important because it's reach in that deck too. Like paying 2 mana to like poke someone for 1 is like something you do fairly often. What was the last 5-0 we had? I don't know. I don't really keep track of decks by record. I think focusing on the record that you have in a league that you're playing isn't good testing. The what you're learning and the information you're deriving from when you're playing is far more important. If you don't have time to watch all the leagues that I play, and let's be honest, most people don't. I play a lot of Magic here. Every day I tweet a Hoogle Picks, which can also be found on my website and on my YouTube homepage, which is my favorite league from every single day. So if you would like the highlights of my favorite leagues from each day of the week, you can find those in multiple different places. Dirty, try skipping the launcher and running the MTGA EXE directly. Is this today's pick? I don't know. So far, if I had to pick right now, this is today's pick, but we'll see how the standard leagues go. Maybe because I plan to play 7 decks, I'll do like 2 picks today. Just bottom to path, drew a path. I'm gonna play Bitterblossom, get this going. This is the least likely to die here. It dies to Trophy, whereas Confidant dies to Fatal Push. Yep. I love the Hoogle Picks. It's useful to me because I can usually get into YouTube occasionally. Yeah, exactly. I think, like, I make a ton of content, right? So I think helping people who don't have a chance to consume all of it, narrow it down is really good. It's a small tilt. They have Liliana here. This feels kind of bad. Maybe Liliana is a reason to play Smuggler's Copter this turn, as opposed to the Dark Confidant. Yeah, that's probably the case. I think this was a mistake. Wow, that's brutal. That is rough. Wish this was a trophy. Yeah, Find Fatality seems fine. That was a card that I had overlooked before, which is again why you should be cautious, like looking at early articles like that in a new format. Like that was an article that I just wrote with like me going through the Gatherer looking for random things. So like I'm human, I miss cards. Am I playing 7 standard decks? No, I'm playing at least 7 decks total. I'm playing at least 3 standard decks today. This is our 4th modern deck. So if we play 3 standard decks, that will be a total of 7 decks for the day. I probably did here. Mulligan into a little bit of awkwardness into a Liliana the Last Hope we're never beating. Got a lot of clues with Trekker here. That's so weird. The games where they didn't draw their awful Dark Confidant, they won the game. That's strange. What are their standard decks for today? I'm just going to work down from the top of the queue. I believe it's, I don't even know offhand. I'm just going to look at the queue. Boros, Angels, Grixis Control, and then Sultai. Sultai grindy stuff. I'm going to concede to a Fatal Push here. Yeah, we're pretty out of it. Good game's opponent. Puts us to 2-2 after dying to Tron, and then a little bit of a tough beat here. Last Hope is so good. Very, very good. Yeah, I'm excited to try the Boros Angels deck. The low to the ground red-white deck that we played felt really terrible. It felt like everybody was just like already going bigger than us. Oh, did we get it? I'm just gonna suffer through moto lagging for one more match here, since we're starting up arena after this anyways. Seems very good. I think I liked the green cards in here. I think the green cards were a positive addition. The trophies definitely felt good at multiple points. I think the Gaddock Teeg seems great. Seems great as well. I think I want another basic in the mana base. Probably a second swamp. I need to sit down and count the numbers on where all of those work out to. So yeah, if you are a fan of the black-white cards deck, or if you want to see more of this vehicle-style deck in action, you can check that out on my website, my YouTube channel, jeffhoagland.com/decklist. Search cars on there, you'll be able to find it. Yeah, sometimes that's just how Modern goes, right? Like it's a format where there's a lot of games that you just like don't get to play. You just gotta take your lumps. You gotta take the bad with the good sometimes. The Thicket could be a Horizon Canopy. Oh, that's a really good idea, actually, Pikes. I felt like the police... I felt like I wanted a couple of utility lands in here, and Horizon Canopy definitely slipped my mind. So I could see fitting even a second Horizon Canopy into the mana base. Yeah, I think Horizon Canopy is an excellent idea, and definitely would get 2 in here or so to both color fix and be a utility land that we could cycle when we flood. I think that's a really good idea. You're not wrong, Unlucky.